is so crucial in the production of testosterone and in the regulation of free testosterone, sex hormone binding globulin, and estradiol. It also has some interactions with DHT and 5-alpha reductase. But hey guys, what's going on? Megan here. Alright, another episode of Top Tier Tuesday. Today we're going to focus on the most important vitamins and minerals for testosterone production. We're going to use the standard tier list. I'm about to nut. That's the best of the best. Those are the items that not only impact testosterone production, but also impact testosterone activity, such as reducing sex hormone binding globulin or reducing aromatase and therefore estradiol, competing with cortisol, blah, blah, blah. So anything that's up here is something that you cannot afford to be deficient in if you want your testosterone levels and your testosterone binding capacity to be as high as possible. Fucking amazing. Those are things that not quite make the mark, but that damn good. Okay, again, those are things that are average. So if you're deficient in it, again, it's not good. It's not recommended to be deficient in it, but it's not really going to have a huge impact on your testosterone levels. And obviously bad, that's pretty much something that's still important for overall health, but not going to have a statistically significant impact on your T levels. And then obviously pure garbage, there's something that's, it's actually best to actually lower it in order to have optimal testosterone activity. But anyway, let's go straight to it. Let's pick them at random. All right, so vitamin E, A tier, fucking amazing, right? Keep in mind, vitamin E has a lot of effects on the body, and as far as testosterone goes, mainly through lowering prolactin, antioxidant properties, protecting your polyunsaturated fatty acids, blah blah blah. I'm gonna try to skip the science nerdy stuff just so the video is shorter, but if you want, I can make a video explaining exactly how each vitamin or mineral affects testosterone production or activity. All right, but for now, just to keep the video short, I'm just going to try to go as fast as possible. Zinc, I'm about to nut category. You cannot afford to be deficient in zinc if you want to have optimal testosterone levels. Not only that affects testosterone production at the Leydig cells, but it also affects testosterone conversion pathways and also increases free testosterone by lowering sex hormone binding globulin. But long story short, zinc is the number one. I'm about to nut category when it comes to maximum testosterone. Next, vitamin K. That's going to be fucking amazing, right? And again, this mainly impacts testosterone production at the Leydig cells. Next, vitamin D. You guys already know I have a ton of videos of that. That's actually a hormone, not a vitamin. But anyway, I'm about to nut category, and most of you motherfuckers are deficient in vitamin D, especially if you're a dark skinned nigga like myself and you don't get enough sunlight. But vitamin D3, so many uses in the human body, and as far as testosterone goes, it affects it through so many pathways. Leydig cells. Selenium, again, fucking amazing, mainly through the antioxidant properties. Next, calcium. Believe it or not, I want to put that okay. Obviously, there are some links between calcium and testosterone, but it's an indirect link. If you're deficient in calcium, it's going to fuck up a lot of different pathways in your body, but testosterone production is not going to be significantly impaired. For example, like if you're deficient in calcium and you increase your calcium, you're not going to go from 500 nanograms per deciliter to like fucking 800, right? Again, that does not mean you should be deficient in calcium. It's just saying as far as testosterone goes, that's not one of the things that I look at first, even though there is a correlation. Potassium, same thing, okay. Again, most people don't get enough potassium, but same explanation as calcium, right? It's an electrolyte, very important for other things, but this video is strictly for testosterone. So, okay, iron is also an okay category. Before puberty, it will be fucking amazing. So if you didn't go through puberty, you do not want to fuck around with your, you don't want to be deficient in iron. After puberty, if you're deficient in iron, yes, again, it's bad because it's an essential mineral, but it's not going to crush your testosterone levels too bad. Right? You're going to feel, obviously, energy issues and things like that, but no one goes from deficient in iron to sufficient in iron. It's just a huge increase in testosterone, especially after puberty. Again, I have to say this over and over again. You still do not want to be deficient in any of these. All right, so don't say, well, maybe you say iron is not important, so I'm just not going to eat it. No. For the sake of testosterone, it's not as important as the ones up there, especially after puberty. All right, next, chromium. Chromium also okay. Again, it's very important for insulin sensitivity, but fixing your chromium deficiencies is not going to lead to a huge increase in testosterone levels. You're going to see some increases, but it's not going to be massive like the ones up here. Next, phosphorus. I'm actually going to put phosphorus at bad. Again, once again, it has some uses in the body, but as far as testosterone goes, most people are getting way too much phosphorus. And in fact, having too much phosphorus obviously is detrimental to testosterone. Keep in mind, having too much of anything up here, even zinc, too much of a good thing is bad, right? So having too much of any good thing is bad. It's just phosphorus is notorious for lowering testosterone if you have way more than what we're currently eating, and we're already eating too much. Whereas most of the items up here, most people are not getting enough, right? So don't watch this video and go and try to overdose on the things up here, right? No. Keep in mind, everything follows an inverted U curve. Next, magnesium. You guys already know I'm about to nut category. I can make an entire video on all the effects magnesium has on testosterone. It is endless. Not only increases testosterone production, but it also helps lower sex hormone binding globulin so that you have more free testosterone available. All right, next, vitamin C. Believe it or not, fucking amazing. You got to protect your balls, guys. A lot of stress, a lot of oxidative stress, right? So mainly through the antioxidant properties, right? And also keeping cortisol at bay. Next, I put chloride twice, sorry. But chloride, chlorine, pure garbage. Jesus Christ, you know, like, that's actually fucking our testosterone levels, right? We are getting slammed with way too much chlorine, especially if you swim a lot. Iodine, fucking amazing, right? Proper thyroid function, T3, which obviously helps kickstart the whole testosterone production process all the way from the hypothalamus down to your balls. Remember, if you have issues with your T3, you're going to have a lot of issues producing gonadotropin releasing hormone and luteinizing hormone, in addition to having a shit metabolism. So, fucking amazing. Manganese, I'm going to put out okay, right? I was going to put it a bit higher simply because you do need manganese, especially before puberty, to kickstart the huge increase in testosterone that we see in teens. But I'm going to put it at okay simply because it does not hold a candle to the things up here. All right, but I was kind of divided between putting it between fucking amazing and okay. So I'm going to put somewhere. Let's put move, nigga. There we go. All right, next, choline. Believe it or not, fucking amazing. Not only because most people are deficient in choline, right? Over 90% of people are deficient in choline. You guys don't eat enough eggs. You don't eat enough liver. But choline is very important, not just for acetylcholine synthesis, but also for nitric oxide production. And obviously, you guys know you need nitric oxide production to increase gonadotropin releasing hormone. And a bunch of other things. Choline obviously also has other effects on protecting your cell membranes and blah, blah, blah. But like I said, I could make a whole dedicated video on choline. But definitely fucking amazing. Copper, I'm going to put copper out okay. Very important, especially if you eat a lot of zinc, right? So make sure you balance out your zinc to copper ratio. It's very important for testosterone production, but not as much as the items up here. So I'm also going to put this one a bit higher. Next, fluoride. Pure garbage. Get this shit out of here. Fluoride is killing our testosterone levels. Next, B complex. So that's all the B vitamins, right? Apart from choline, which is B4. Fucking amazing. Very, very, very important for producing dopamine, especially B6, of course. Lowering prolactin, obviously through an increase of dopamine as well, which is going to go around and increase gonadotropin releasing hormone. So you cannot afford to be deficient in your B vitamins if you want to feel great and if you want to have optimal testosterone levels. Next, boron. I'm about to nut category. Boron was literally made for testosterone. I'm exaggerating, but boron is so crucial in the production of testosterone and in the regulation of free testosterone, sex hormone binding globulin, and estradiol. It also has some interactions with DHT and 5-alpha reductase, but mainly for free testosterone. And trust me, most people are not eating enough boron unless you're eating fucking raisins all day and a crap ton of avocados. And trust me, you're not getting that. Vitamin A, this one will shock you because most people think it's in between okay to fucking amazing. But vitamin A is actually an I'm about to nut category. It helps regulating genes. It's an antioxidant. It's needed for fat metabolism. And obviously you guys know how important dietary fat is for testosterone. It helps transferring cholesterol into your ball sac so that your Leydig cells can convert it to pregnenolone and eventually progesterone, DHEA, androstenedione, and obviously eventually testosterone. And there's no surprise that a ton of vitamin A is condensed around the testes, right? Long story short, you cannot be deficient in vitamin A both before puberty and after puberty if your goal is to maximize testosterone. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with the study where a group of guys who had delayed puberty were just given vitamin A and iron, and they had the same effect as the other group that were actually given steroids, right? Now, of course, it hasn't been replicated, but again, it goes to show how important vitamin A is for testosterone synthesis. And the last one was chloride again. Like I said, I had it twice. But anyway, guys, hope this video helps. Keep in mind, I am not sponsored by any of these fucking brands. You guys know I'm actually not a big fan of supplements. I'd rather have you get all of your supplements from foods. I said this time and time again in almost every fucking video I have. Yet I still have people ask me, what is the best supplement company? I don't give a fuck. I don't know and I don't care. I don't trust any of them. If you watch my videos on like testosterone and all that stuff, I already told you guys, the supplement industry is full of shit 99% of the time. Right? If you want a supplement, that's fine. But most of the time, I always look for natural food sources of key vitamins and minerals first. And then I only use supplements on the days when I'm traveling, or let's say I'm at a hotel, or I have a bad day of eating. Then that's when I pop out the supplements. But try to get all of these from foods, except for situations when you just can't. All right, but anyway, guys, hope this video helps. If you have any questions, post them in the Reddit. And make sure you read the rules before posting so I don't delete your comment and ban your bum ass. All right, I'm out. Alright guys, don't forget to like or share the video, subscribe and hit the bell, and buy my HSP Nucleus Overload Training Program. It's the ultimate program for maximum muscle growth. It includes full body workouts, splits, bro splits, push-pull, home workouts, you name it. Also comes with a complete guide for macros, nutrition, fat loss, muscle growth, hormones, including a meal plan. It's pretty much all my 16 years of experience condensed into one fucking book. You're also going to get free copies of any future edition. So visit team3dalpha.com and you can use the 40% off coupon code Nucleus Overload. Or you could just buy the shit at full price. Alright guys, I'm out of here.